Yo guys, what is going on? It is Peppers11, and this is Cemetery Mary. This game contains themes and depictions of the following: stalking, kidnapping, strong language, drugs, alcohol, smoking, blood, murder, suicide, flashing images, and potentially loud noises. Well, I didn't know any of that, so cool. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. This is loud. Cool. That is until very recently. I wasn't quite sure how to feel. It was a beautiful service, and one they certainly deserved, if only it had come later in their lifetime. And maybe it could have been prevented if there wasn't a murderer in my city. That's what everyone's been saying anyways, the Blackwood Butcher. That's what they called them, at least. It was hard not to overhear rumors said about them. I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time and don't stop until they're dead. I heard it's ghosts blindly seeking revenge. I didn't believe in any of that. At least, not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone, staying until it closed, walking home by myself in the dark. Even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid for my safety. Do you really believe they're real? I asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for me? My mother could not say anything, but that is to be expected. They thought I was a perfect target, but I still didn't believe in it. Still, they were worried about me, so they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. They didn't live far, at least not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous Holland City to a small little cabin in the woods. I never understood why, but I never really asked about it either. My parents felt it would be safer with them. I didn't want to leave, but every day I stayed, it seemed to stress them out more, so I went to make them feel better. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore, and when I did, I was always with someone, taking my precautions to avoid becoming the victim of the butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor, even if the number of deaths in our community increased. I never thought that I or someone I knew would be a victim. Then, that thing happened. Those two. And for the first time, I was worried. Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. Oh! They weren't in the diner, nor could I contact them. Even the authorities couldn't figure it out. No one had seen them. It was as if they had suddenly vanished, as if they were killed off. I didn't like to think about that possibility. Actually, well, there was also the other things that happened. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it, or anyone for that matter, but I was too afraid of what might happen if I did. Unknown number, your parents are safe. That's creepy as fuck. So this is Cemetery Mary. Oh my gosh, what was that horrible noise? Oh, I knew I'd fall asleep if I sat down. Is it raining outside? Well, it's supposed to rain today. The light's on outside. Ignore what's happening. Character blips volume. Is Crovin out there? I better go check. Is this Crovin? Is this my cousin? What are you doing out here? It's raining. I can see this. Oh, he's pissed. He doesn't like me. Damn, Crovin's fucking pissed as shit. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce too. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Just let me put this out. Crovin's like not happy cousin, and I look depressed. All the food is cold. I don't know what to say. I don't know Crovin that well. That's never been a problem with you before. It still isn't. I'm just stating a fact. That's all. Other than that, we didn't say much. The dinner was quiet. Alright, I'm gonna start getting voices for everyone. I cleaned up oh no, that's not gonna be my Mary voice. I cleaned up most of it, but Crovin helped a little bit. After that, he went to go sit in the living room. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen up, I joined him, like usual. Normally after dinner, when Crovin and I sit here together, we do something fun. We play a game on our phones together, or we get out a board game, or we play cards. Talk about our days if something exciting happened. But that's when Aunt and Uncle were still. Crovin's been in a pretty bad mood since. It's not as if I could blame him. Are they dead? I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's much in the mood to talk. What should I do? Go to bed? Don't fuck with him. He's probably the murderer. I decided that I'd be better off just going to bed at this point. After a few more minutes of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. I didn't want to make Craven angrier than I had already. I brushed my teeth and changed my PJs. I stretched out what I could consider under my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back in my actual room, but I've stayed here so long, I've been able to decorate it a bit to my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I don't normally sleep right away. I usually read a book or watch a movie on my laptop or lie awake, thinking of every embarrassing thing that happened to me in my life. Yeah, I do that too. But as of recent, I picked up a nighttime ritual, one that's nowhere near as pleasant. Fucking weird room you got, but I guess I won't judge. The text message I received the days following my parents' disappearance. It was from a number I didn't recognize. Your parents are safe, it had said. I know I should have done something smart. I should have told somebody, but instead, I texted the number back and they responded to me. I've noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what's happening behind this. Are you still awake? I am awake whenever you want to talk. Oh. I don't even remember what I said, but you can't do it. My identity must remain hidden. Forever? No, not forever. Then why can't you just tell me who this is? Because it's not safe. Why wouldn't it be safe? You have to trust me on that. I don't trust you at all. How did you even get my number? Your parents gave it to me. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. You must be lying to me. My parents wouldn't do something like that. I'm sorry you don't know your parents as well as you think you do. What does that mean? Seriously, you freak me out. I just want my parents back. Please don't drag this out. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. That's creepy. It's late, isn't it? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. They suggested that I get some rest, but how do they expect me to do that? I never felt more restless in my life, even asleep. I knew I wouldn't rest. When I woke up the next morning, Craven had already left for the day, but that wasn't a surprise. He's been staying out late and leaving super early ever since the incident. I think being home bothers him. I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I too feel like not being there. Not the same without Mom and Dad, after all. So apparently Craven and Mary are living alone together, and I guess, did I miss where their uncle and aunt died? With her uncle? I guess I did. Despite the cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back to Blackwood. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It gets a bit twisty at some parts, but isn't too confusing. It takes about 15 minutes to walk down, maybe 10 if you're fast. At the end of the trail, there's a fence, one with a slight gap in it. And past that fence, there's a little community. It isn't big, a few trailers, a few people living way out here. Far from anything that's, well, anything. But there's a road here and bus that comes through. It runs through Blackwood, so whenever we need to leave, we take the bus. And then, after the end of a short trip, you're in Blackwood! So nice. It's the city I grew up in. I always really loved it. There's a library and the local stores, but my favorite place is the Blackwood Cemetery. That's weird. It's got lots of trees to read under, and the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. There's a mausoleum too, though I've never been inside. Private mausoleum, you know? I don't know who it belongs to. Anyways, I always try to leave flowers when I visit, at least every so often. And I visit a lot. I like to think it helps them, you know? That's creepy, girl. That's creepy. I'm sorry. You're a little creepy. Not feeling lonely. And then, after having spent my day in Blackwood, I come back home the same way I left. But I always make sure no one sees the way I come back home, just in case, you know, you're on edge. That's good. Despite the recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. Craven is rarely home, and I don't like being here alone. I know I'm being paranoid, but I don't like the thought that maybe the butcher can find me here all alone, even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So I go out a lot now. I feel more comfortable surrounded by lots of people. Despite how things may seem, I always prefer to be around people anyway. That's one reason why I like to go to the cemetery so often. That is not the same thing, Mary. Dead people and alive people aren't the same thing. Even if you can't see them. No, they're not around. After I got to bed, I made myself a small breakfast and changed into my favorite outfit. Craven's gone, and I take the bus into town. And the bus arriving in town should be here any moment. Where should I go today? The cafe, the library, the cemetery. I think you need a coffee, you look tired AF. I decided to go to the new cafe that opened up. Planet Dollars is a popular coffee chain, but we never had one in town. Well, until that is. I've always wanted to go 2 1 just to try, you know? Although, I don't actually like coffee, huh? Still, I could at least see what they had, right? I got to the cafe, it was already packed. I thought since it had already been around for a few weeks, some of the hype surrounding it would have died down, but I guess not, seeing as how noisy and crowded it was. Still, at least there's something different from usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee, and since I had a light breakfast anyway, I decided to treat myself with a muffin. A chocolate muffin! The sweet foods are the best. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for a place to sit down. Seemed as though everyone's seats were already taken, and I really didn't want to walk and eat at the same time. Lucky though, I was able to find an empty seat. That's not an empty seat. Oh, I guess it's an empty seat, not an empty table. A girl around my age with no spectacular eyebrows was diligently working on her laptop with an empty seat across from her. Figured she must be writing an essay for college or something. Jobs are powerful for people at college, or so I hear. That is very true. There's a Starbucks 2 minutes away from my campus, and it is always packed to the brim. Oh my gosh, okay, that's beside the point. Seeing as this was the only seat left, I asked her, "Excuse me, may I sit here?" She didn't verbally answer me, rather she glanced over me, rolled her eyes, and nodded to the empty chair. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. Thank you. Ooh, I'm gonna bother this girl. Sorry, can you shut up for a second? I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, sorry. Stay quiet, don't be an asshole. Ooh, yes, compliment her eyebrows. Thanks. So, you're interested in what I'm doing here? Well, yeah, I guess. You seem to be very focused after all. As focused as I can be. What's your name? Me? I'm Mary. Twyla, nice to meet you. Okay, this is gonna be Twyla's voice for now. Anyways, I'm working on a report. A report? Like, for school? No. Have you noticed something odd going on in town recently? Something odd? I'm not surprised if you haven't heard about it. Looks like the police are trying to dull suspicions. Or just arrest potential suspects so everyone can feel safe. Oh, are you talking about the killing rumors? The Blackwood Butcher, right? Don't say it so loud. But, yes, how did you know? Oh, well, I've been hearing the rumors for a while now. Not that her parents were killed or anything. And actually, my aunt and uncle died pretty recently. They were, killed. Really? Uh-huh. That's actually pretty... How did they die? Oh, I don't know. No one really told me, but the circumstances were strange. Like, they didn't die naturally. There was... definitely someone else involved. At least, that's what I've been told. Uh-huh, interesting. You know, maybe you can help me with this report, and, some other stuff. Oh, I can. Yeah, if you're okay with that, of course. Oh yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, having a killer around is bad, so if I can help, like, raise awareness or something. I mean, like, yes. I'd like to help you. Thanks. This will really put me ahead. I have to go, actually. I'm running late for something. Here, give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure I'll need your help, but I'd rather have a way to contact you just in case. Oh, yeah, of course. Twyla and I exchanged phone numbers after she packed up her laptop and was picked up by a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or any food. I guess maybe she finished before I got there. I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work, though. After spending my day looking for some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate leftovers for dinner and yawned more than once as I changed into pajamas. Plopped myself into bed and pulled out my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You there, right? Of course I am. I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid if I don't, you'll disappear or something. It's unlikely. I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but can you at least tell me why you took them? Alright, I need a mystery number. I need a good mystery voice. No. No. That's dumb. Why not? I don't know who could be seeing these messages. Are you worried about being traced? Possibly. I may even change phones from time to time, just be careful, but you'll know it's me. I don't know if that should be comforting or not. I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you aren't someone dangerous if you don't give me any info to go off of? Especially when I haven't even heard from my parents. Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well. Damn, Mary be asking too many questions. I felt sick that night as I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try to do something else. I don't remember when, but eventually I was able to fall asleep. I didn't sleep very well, though. I'm not going back out there. Back out where? This is a dream. Okay. You saw how they were looking at me? Ooh, I'm talking to my mom. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I just... Maybe it's better if I don't anymore. What? I'm kinda confused after that dream, but I'm sure some sort of context will happen down the line. After I got to bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed in my favorite outfit. Provin's gone, the bus I took to town should be alright any minute now. Where should I go today? Save the cemetery for the end, because I'm gonna assume we're gonna do the same shit tomorrow. Actually, no. We're going to the cemetery. I went to my favorite place, the cemetery. The cemetery is pretty much on the same block as my family's restaurant. Right next to it, in fact. All you have to do is cross the street. It's on the same side of the road. Wait, what? All you have to do is cross the street. It's on the same side of the road. That don't make no fucking sense, Mary. I think my parents chose this location because it's good for business. That's what Mom told me anyways. People are usually hungry after a funeral. Crying really takes a lot out of you after all. I was glad to live there because I really love visiting the cemetery. I like to walk down the rows and see who got flowers that day. That's what I do most days. Sometimes I'll pick up my own flowers and leave on graves that look like they've been forgotten about. That's so sweet. I'm actually quite known for the cemetery. Some people have began to use a new name for me, though I don't know how many of them even know what I look like. When I arrived at the cemetery gates, however, I was surprised to see Crover standing there with what looked like a new friend. Crovin? Mary? Did you follow me? Huh? No, I didn't. You know, I always come here. Yeah, but that's not usually until later. Why are you here so early? I mean, it's not as if I had anything better to do. Well, do you have to be here right now? I'm kinda on a date. Oh, this a date? I mean, it can be if you want it to be. I'll think about it. These are both fucking asshole questions to ask. How was I supposed to know? I'll be nice. I'll act like I'm doing conversation, but that also seems whatever. This is Vasilis. I met him at the arcade. Yo. Sorry, Mary, but can you please go? I really just don't have the energy for this right now. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I'll see you later. Later. See you some other life, Mary. I left Crovin alone. I didn't want to interrupt him with a date or whatever. Especially didn't want to make him more mad at me. However, I wasn't going to let him stop me from going to the cemetery. I continued on past the gates and stepped inside. It seemed emptier than usual. Didn't look like any funerals were being held today. Would it be mean of me to wish there was? Yeah, it probably would be. Afraid I said anything like that. It's a really awful thing to say. Mary, it's not that bad. When nighttime rolled around, I headed back home. I slipped into my pajamas and headed to bed almost immediately. Of course, though, I couldn't sleep right away. I had someone I needed to talk to first. Good evening again. I forget what voice did I use for him. Good evening. Good evening. Can I ask you something? You always do. How did you know my name is Mary? I've always known. Huh? I've always known what your name is. Have we met before? If we did, you probably wouldn't remember. If? So we didn't meet? Take the if as a maybe. We may have met before. But would it make any difference if you didn't remember me? It would be as if we were meeting for the first time. That's weird. I'm uncomfortable. Any updates on my parents? They are fine. Will I ever see them again? Yes. Because I'm coming to get you too. Ooh! I just need more time. Good night, Mary. That's scary as shit. Why would you tell a little kid I'm coming to get you? That's creepy as fuck. Whatever, doesn't matter. I went to sleep feeling pretty shaken that night. I tried not to think about it. I'm surprised I was able to get any sleep at all. I'm surprised I didn't have any nightmares either. Uncle Cross? No, we're in a dream. Yeah, Mary. Uncle Cross, can I ask you a question? Sure thing, kiddo. Shoot. How do you lose your eye? Ah, Mary. That's not... It's fine, I don't mind. I'm fucking up the voices. There's too many. I lost my eye in the war. You were in war, Uncle Cross? I was. I won't get into the specifics of it, but it was important to me that I protect my family in any way I could. Do you miss it? My eyeball? Yeah. You know something? Not as much as I thought I would. I think I would miss you a bunch more. ... After I got to bed, I made myself a small breakfast, blah blah blah. You got your outfit, and your bus is about to go into town. Where should I go to today? What happens if I go to the cemetery again? I feel like that is not what the game wants me to do. She decided to go to the library. There's nothing quite like a good old book. My favorite kind of books are mysteries. Not necessarily murder mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kind of prefer it when mysteries don't involve anyone dying. There's a lot less tension there, you know? But maybe I'm just too soft. I also quite enjoy manga, especially the shoujo kind. I feel almost embarrassed to like them, but I find that they're cute and nice. I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, a shoujo. Maybe that's what I'll try to find at the library today. I step in the library and begin to make my way over to my favorite spot. It's tucked away in the corner, right by a single window. Sometimes I'd spend the entire day in that corner just reading. I even managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I look forward to doing something like that again today, but when I got to my favorite spot, I noticed a man was already sitting there. I was surprised, because usually this library is pretty empty, but this man is familiar. I've met him before.
Oh, my apologies. Can I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Mary. Marianta, yes?
Ah, that's right. I remember you. From the funeral, right?
Indeed.
Do you remember
my name?
Reginald?
That's right. It's a pleasure to see you here. I was hoping I'd run into you again one day.
Oh.
Aha, I hope that doesn't come off weird. You were just such a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, really? Thank you, I think.
So, what brings you to the library today?
Oh, well, I didn't really have plans, so I thought I'd just check out a book or something.
Likewise. What kind of book were you interested in checking out?
Let's be honest with them, Reginald, I don't give a fuck. I'm actually looking for a shoujo manga. A shoujo manga?
What's that?
Oh, it's like, do you know what a manga is?
I have an idea, but I can't say I've ever read one myself.
Well, it's like one of those, but it usually centers around romance between two main characters, and sometimes there's like friends or rivals. But I really like the comedy ones because you get a cute jokes mixed into the romance. But sometimes the drama ones are really cute too, and they can get really intense. And sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not good at explaining things.
No worries, I think you did a good job. The shoujo sounds interesting. Perhaps I'll check one out myself later. I'm trying to be more open to new things after all.
Anyways, what are you here to read?
Me? I'm reading Manslaughter on Disorient Locomotive.
Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too.
Do you want it then?
What? Oh, no, that's okay. Please, take your time. Just, if you wouldn't mind, will you tell me when you're done with it? You know, so I can maybe read it after.
I'm fine with that. Though I've already gone pretty far in, and I don't think I'll be finished by today. You have a cell phone, yes? Would it be alright if I have your number? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished.
This is weird. Everyone is getting Mary's number, and that is concerning. Because there's going to be a tie-in here where one person knows another person, and another person gets murdered. I don't know when that's going to be, but I think that's what's going to happen.
And, well, I'd like to try and be friends too, if that's alright.
Oh, really? I mean, yeah, of course. Reginald and I exchanged phone numbers. I was shocked he even remembered me, but I considered meeting him again a pleasant surprise, and one I really appreciated. After our exchange, I picked out a shoujo book from the shelves and began to read it in one of the other slots in the library. I ended up liking so much I looked for other books, and brought 2 or 3 home with me to read later. After I came home, had dinner, and cleaned the kitchen up, I began my usual nighttime routine. I got changed in PJs, brushed my teeth, sat in my bed, and texted whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yes. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? No. Can I ask you something, even if you won't give me an honest answer anyways? Okay. Are you the Blackwood Butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Are you afraid of their safety? Of course, why wouldn't I be? I see. What do you have, then? I wouldn't put it like that. I don't own them, after all. Even if they are in my keeping for now. You're way too vague. Why do you even contact me to begin with? I thought you'd like to know about your parents. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. After another frustrating and unsettling night of text message, I go under the covers and try my best to sleep. It wasn't easy and I had a lot of difficulty trying. I don't remember exactly when, but I was able to sleep even if not peacefully. Dad?
Yes, sweetheart.
Yes? Is something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray died. Did she now?
Are we going to see him? No. No. You don't need to worry about that.
I don't? But
listen, Mary. Normally, when someone passes, you hold a funeral for them, right?
Yeah?
The thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering.
Ooh! Ooh, Dad and Uncle Ray don't like each other.
Oh, damn.
I woke up late the next morning. I must have been pretty tired in the last 2 days. I dragged myself out of bed and followed my normal morning routine. I changed my favorite outfit, had breakfast, etc. And of course, Scriven was once again nowhere to be seen. However, when I checked my phone that morning, I realized he had sent me a message. To my surprise, there were other messages there from as well from my new friends. Who should I read for it first? Let's go in the fucking order. Well, let's read Croven's message first, because he's my cousin and maybe the killer. I don't want to make him pissed.
Hey Mary, I'm sorry. I don't remember Grover's voice. I know I've been acting pretty nasty lately. I hope you know I didn't mean it.
Have you been to the Planet Dollar yet?
I'm heading there for lunch, maybe at like 12:30. You should come and have lunch with me. My treat. And then I can like formally apologize or whatever. I clicked on it again. It says the same shit. I want to see if there was any like secrets or anything. Alright. Let's read Twyla's. We met her next.
Mary, it's Twyla. If you're still interested in helping me leave the library around noon today, it should be quieter there, and there's some books I want to pick up for research purposes. Meet me there if you can, but if not, I'll just call you up another time.
Good morning, Miss Marianta. I hope you're doing well today. You asked about that book the other day, right? Well, I actually finished it quicker than I expected it to. I'd really love to give it to you, but I won't be at the library today. I'm actually going to be at the cemetery. You like that place though, right? You should come see me, then I can pass the book over to you. I'll be there at 1:15 or so. And maybe we can grab lunch or something together. I hope that doesn't come off weird. I just like some company for my lunch break. Call me back.
Damn. Everybody be going at noon. I was messaged by each one of them. I think I only have time to meet up with one of them today. Wherever should I go today then? Reginald, I don't really care about. Like, he's chilling all, and I'd love to take the book from him, but he seems nice, and I don't think he's gonna like cry if I blow him off. Lila said she should call me up another time, and I really don't want to get on Croven's bad side. So we are going to the cafe so we don't get murdered. It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had planned and that I'd meet with them another time. Then when noon were around, I headed to my destination. Spotted Croven pretty quickly, just the way we do. Wasn't that hard. I recognized those red and black striped sleeves from a mile away. When Croven saw me, he gave me a hug. Made me realize how long it's been since he's hugged me last. His arms felt relaxed when I was wearing his classic smile. For a moment, it looked as if he was back to his normal old self. We had lunch together, and like I promised, it was his treat. Man, wait, is Croven a guy or a girl? Croven's is a girl? Is a guy? I'm confused now. Then I don't know. So, you definitely dabbed. I don't speaking English. Of course I did. You know, I had to do it to him. Haha, that's so you. Huh, I know, right? I thought about mentioning how happy I was that he was starting to feel alright. I was worried that by bringing it up, he might get upset again. Smart. So just keep the conversation going. There's no reason to bring it up anyways. So, would you consider it a successful date? Oh yeah, totally. I mean, they looked ready to kill me by the end of it, but in a fun way, you know? Kind of like how my mom looks at Dad when he makes bad pun. Exactly! Oh, I'm so happy for you. Do you think you'll take them out again? Maybe. Wow. Going on dates sounds fun. Oh, don't worry, Mars. Someone will take you out one day, too. So, anyways, do you like it here? The Planet Dollar, I mean. I always thought it was overhyped, but now that we have one, it actually ain't too shabby. Oh, actually, I've been here before. Oh, you have? When? Oh, I was here just the other day, because I wanted to check it out. Funnily enough, we sat at this table, too. No, you did. Wait, who's we? Did you suddenly make friends behind my back? Huh. Oh, when I was here, the place was fruit packed, so we only had to see was at this table. But some other girls sitting here, too, and I guess we're, like, kind of friends now? I mean, I just met her, but we're keeping in contact, so her name's Twyla. Twyla? Oh, shit, Croven's fucking pissed as fuck. Yeah. Is there a problem with that? Mary, listen to me. I'm saying this because I care about you. Stay away from Twyla. Holy shit, dude. He's pissed, dude. That's scary. That scared me. This is a cartoon game. That scared me. Huh? Well, why? You just can't talk to her, okay? I can't. Of all the people you had to talk to her, she's the kind of girl to stab the devil in the ass with his own pitchfork.
Seriously, you shouldn't be talking to her. Do you know her? Did something happen between you two? You've never mentioned her before, and Mary, please. I know I'm coming off really bad right now, and you probably think I'm being a giant dick, but just don't talk to her. You just can't. If she's that bad, I'll watch. I don't want to piss off Krogan, but I also kind of want to investigate Twyla. Hopefully this doesn't, if I say I'll watch my back, because I really don't want to piss off Krogan, but I also want to explore, but hopefully this doesn't cut off my options. I already promised that I'd help her with some stuff, but I trust her reasons for disliking her, even if I don't know what they are. I think it's a little late to back out of the arrangement, but I'll definitely take what you said to heart. I'll be careful. Good, you should be. Come on, let's throw our trash out. At least Kroven isn't like... whatever. He was salty over Twyla, but after I attempted to drop the conversation, he said he wouldn't talk about it anymore, but I better not ever mention him to Twyla, ever. We tried to spend the rest of the day together, but it was more apparent that he wasn't in a good mood anymore. At least by the time we started heading home, he had calmed down to a much more normal state. After getting home, he said he was going to smoke outside for a little bit, so I let him, and I headed up to bed. And I did every night. Hi. Hello. Can we talk about the thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since you said it. What's bothering you? You said that you were coming for me, that you just need more time. Are you really going to steal me too? It'll be alright. I promise. It's for the best. You're gonna make me feel sick all over again. What do you want me to tell you? That I'll see my parents again. You will. At least that's what's planned. You shouldn't worry yourself sick over something like that. I promise I'm taking extra good care of them. Somehow that's still hard to believe. You'll see. I wouldn't do anything to disappoint you. When will this be over? Soon, hopefully. I just need more time. I bet this freaking mystery number's my uncle. That's a random guess, but you'll hang on for me, won't you? Do I have a choice? Haha. Sweet dreams, Mary. What am I dreaming about tonight? I didn't sleep at all that night. Oh, I really didn't. There were a few times I shut my eyes and tried to, but nothing could calm me down anymore at this point. My anxiety was through the roof. I just wanted Mom and Dad back. I just wanted to know for certain that they were okay. I should have been me. That was taken. Maybe it was supposed to be. The next morning, when I got up, Kroven was still home. He seemed to be acting pretty normal for once. At the very least, not agitated. But despite this, I still didn't have breakfast with him. I was in the mood to really talk to anyone. Not right now. Not after last night. It was too much. I just wanted some private time to myself. I just wanted to cool down. As I was about to leave, Crow called out to me. Not eating breakfast, Mars? I responded. Actually, guys, we are going to save right here, and we are going to split the episode. I don't know how long this game is, and I don't want to make my episodes like crazy long. So we are going to stop here and start right back here with the next episode. So I will see you guys later.